Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Captain Geo and this is Konini Toa of Plantlife. Welcome to his MOC review. And yeah, this is I'm still trying different things, so if you really like what I'm doing with this type of content, please leave a like, a comment, and even subscribe down below if you really enjoy it. So let's get into the MOC review. Let's grab his Toa form out of the way, and let's focus on his Matoran form. So this is when this is how he is when he was originally created by Madanui at the very end of the 2010 storyline in my story. He gains his knives or blades or whatever later on, but when he's first created, this is what he looks like with silver feet and all. Yeah, he's using a modified WCP design here. It's very similar to Valen and Akmu's design. It's if I take off this foot here, you can see how that is kind of constructed there. His head is a little bit loose because of the connection. However, he is still really solid for the most part. I originally created his Matoran form when I was low on parts of a specific color, so I'll probably be remaking him to be a bit more refined a little later on. So there really isn't much to him. He has like 13 points of articulation, and he has a couple of lime green blade pieces that you could get with Tardek, if I remember correctly. So, oh, and I believe Tuma as well. So he has he's using a Metru head design with a Tanma adaptive Miru. That's what he looks like with it on, and you always you'll see him in my next stop motion, which I'll be releasing relatively soon. I'm just starting animation at this point, so be sure that you are subscribed and you ring that notification bell to see when that comes out. So that is Konini's Matoran form out of the way, and this is the one that you have been really waiting to see since his teaser. So let's get into Konini's Toa form. So you might be wondering, like, hang on, he was originally a Matoran. Why does he have blue in his color scheme? Well, due to my story and how everything went, he was fighting with Makuta briefly before his transformation into a Toa. He at the time of this form of Konini, he does not know how to use his plant life powers just yet. So he only really knows how to use a mask power at this point, which I have decided to make it a Calyx, the Mask of Fate. So yeah, it is the Uniter Liwa mask, and that's pretty much it. But it's a reforged version of the Calyx, and Konini has a custom head to boot for his Toa form. So let's start with well, I started with the head. Let's go for his feet. They are just regular old Mata feet with gold Bowrock teeth. They do not come in gold. I spray painted these. There's a bunch of paint all over Konini's gold parts. So they're pretty much underneath here. You can basically see how that was made. The Bow teeth, I was surprised that they actually did come in green. I don't remember which set they came in green. However, they came in green and they work with this color scheme. So let's go to the lower leg. The lower leg is very customized. I had to go through so many different iterations of this lower leg design until I was finally happy with it. So, and there still is room for improvement. There always is. But I really like the fact that he has like just gold lower legs here and a little bit of gold here, which was also a spray painted Technic part. And the upper legs are just medium azure or dark azure, 5 length Hero Factory CCBS shells. They're held together by a ball joint on the inside and this little leaf element here, which can be used with carrots and apples and stuff like that. So that just plugs into his leg there, just to secure the piece in place and basically keep everything in one piece. So those are his legs. They're literally the same. They are not a mirror design. His waist is relatively packed together. There's his thorn dagger, which I have not given a use for him just yet, but I'm just keeping it on him just in case. He has for a crotch plate, he has the Mata Slicer shoulders, Mata the green Slicer shoulder, Liwa hand, whatever. He has that piece there for a crotch guard. He has a spray painted gold Bowrock eye in there. The waist articulation works really relatively well. He can't really bend forward very much, but he looks good, and that's basically what I was going for. This CCBS element is held together by a cut flex tube, and yeah, it's just a bunch of Technic and CCBS just encompassing this dark green Vaki waist piece. I would have gone for bright green if that piece came in that color, but I don't remember if it did, if at all. So that's just how it ends up being. His chest. I'm really proud of how his chest looks, specifically with the whole area up here. Like in here is an Atlantis key. If you remember that the theme of submarines and lab researchers going down and looking for the city of Atlantis, that theme, it had like 4 keys, which I still have in my bins and drawers here. This one is the Manta Ray key, but if you flip it upside down, which usually it's, let me see if I can get another one of these keys. Here we go. The right side up way of looking at it is, this is a squid. It's like that, but if you flipped it upside down, like that's how it usually looks. If you flip it upside down, it kind of has the silhouette of a flower, kind of. So that's how that looks. There's some 4-length dark azure parts for the chest armor and some more spray painted gold parts, which these were already gold. You can see kind of how it's a little chipping away a little bit, which I kind of like the fact that it's chipping away a little bit. It makes it look a little bit worn, but that doesn't really make much sense since this is supposed to be a brand new Toa at this point. However, I still like the weathering effects. Let's go to the arms. They're very similar to Valen's arm design. In fact, the basic frame is literally 1-for-1 the exact same as Valen's frame, which means he is the exact same height. So the arms are a little different. Instead of having like a Bowrock eye on the inside there to act as like flash or circuitry, I just left it bare and covered it with a couple tires. Dark azure, gold, so it's just a pretty bare bones CCBS upper arm. The lower arm is is similar to Valen's design, but it's also very different. See, he's instead of guns on the back, he has swords on the back of his hands, which are removable and can be stored on his back using this this cut flex tube piece, which look like, well, that's very rough, but he can hold both swords on his back at the same time. So just for the sake of showing his arm design, I'll just take off the sword pieces. So that's the back of his arm design. So this is where the similarity of the lower arm design ends here. Instead of the hand piece being connected up in the front, that's how I was able to get this Green Knight's Kingdom piece on here. Instead of being connected on the front, it is connected on the sides and the back here. So he is able to do pretty much anything with that. And his hands are heavily painted in gold. Because of the paint and the fact that they are gold, these hands can be very stiff. So I had to be really careful not to separate it from the glue that is holding this block from the hand piece. And I want to change this hand design eventually, but for the methods of how it is right now, it looks fine. There really is nothing really wrong with it other than the fact that it is pretty blocky. So if I can in the future, I'll just make a new hand design and even repaint it if I can. But yeah, and on the back here, it's just a bunch of glow-in-the-dark pieces that just fit well with the azure, the dark azure. It's a close enough color that that from afar that you don't really notice it that much. But Konini is a bit of a passion project. He has only had one other form, which I posted onto Flickr a couple months ago, which you can see in a link down below. I'll also put his new form in with the old one if I have time today. And let's get to a size comparison for Konini's Toa form. His Matoran form obviously is the same size as, or a similar size to Valen's Matoran form and Hawkmoon. So let's compare him to I have Nuru here. Let's put him against Nuru. He's a big boy. Let's compare him to this little guy. There's that. And I have Valen here, but I'm working on him, and he's not exactly camera ready yet. So I have Elihu here. Pretty comparable in size here. So two new MOCs. My animation trio they're growing so fast. They're growing so fast. So yeah, Elihu is I'm very proud of how he looks right now. It's definitely not the best. He could definitely look better, but for now he definitely looks very presentable. So that is basically the review for Konini. And I would like you guys to leave a comment down below and leave a scale on him. Like, how would you rate this MOC on a scale of 1 to 10? And if you like this type of content, if you like my MOCs, and if you like what I do, please consider subscribing, hitting the notification bell. It really helps me out. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers, and when I do hit 500 subscribers, the very next Saturday that I hit 500 subscribers, I will have a very special video for you guys. and it's a surprise. So if you want to know what it is, hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so that you know exactly when I upload it. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. My name is Captain Geo. This is Konini Toa of Plantlife, and I will see you later. Bye bye now.